All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome again to another episode of Daybreak Live. My name's Krissi. I'm with Positively, Osceola, and today I have the very special honor of hosting a special guest, Ansley Bo, Miss Silver Spurs herself. I'm so excited to introduce her to y'all. But she's been on Positively Osceola for a long, long time. So if you don't know her, we're going to get to know her today. She's got a lot of fun things to talk about. We'll talk about the parade, we'll talk about the pageant, we'll talk about the rodeo, give you all sorts of information, and then just get to know her a little bit. And I think that'll be fun. So for those of you who are wondering who that is, if you don't know, this is Ansley Bo. She's gorgeous. She's 17 years old, and she is rocking her world by just kind of making a name for herself and bringing out positivity in Osceola County, which is exactly what we like. So let's get into it, shall we? We'll make it official. Play the video, and then I'll introduce you to Ansley Bo, Miss Silver Spurs. All right. Hey, Ansley, how's it going?
Hi, Krissi. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. I know that this time of year is like intense for you, super busy. You've got a lot of stuff going on, and all the events are going to just kind of take over in February. So we're going to learn all about that. Are you excited? Are you nervous? Like what are your feels so far? What's your vibe?
Well, I'm definitely excited. February is without a doubt my favorite month of the year because fair, rodeo, friends, family, everything in between. And obviously, I'm a little bit nervous because I'm going to be showing my market animals. So you always have to have some nerves for that, too.
Oh, absolutely. You're like, something has to go wrong. But we'll keep the positive vibe. We'll send you all those vibes too, and it'll be fine. You'll do great. This is so exciting. Okay, so first, tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you in school? What are your interests? What are your plans for your future?
Yes, ma'am. So, hello, everyone. If you don't know me by now, my name is Ansley Bo. I'm a 17-year-old that goes to Harmony High School, and I'm also a dual enrollment student, so I take college classes as well. When I go to college, I want to attend the University of Florida to be a large animal vet, and I'm actually going to graduate high school with my CVA. And some of my interests are rodeo queening, obviously, rodeo, just impacting the community, and I love showing pigs. That is my absolute passion.
That is so cool. I love that. Okay, so obviously you've been doing this for a while. You're very professional, and I think this is so cool to learn about. So let's talk a little bit about that. Like, how did you get started in agriculture and rodeo pageants? How does that happen?
Well, growing up, my family wasn't from here at first. Like my parents grew up in different states. But when we got here, actually, my sister, that's right up 2 years older than me, she started doing the pageant. And I really don't know how she started to get in the pageant, but I'm pretty sure it was from Tyler Franny. And I saw her doing it, and I was like, when I grow up, I really want to do that. I want to be just like her. So when my sister Aniston was done with the pageant, we actually ran 1 year together in Little Miss. She was aging out, and I was just coming in. And when I started doing it, I was like, man, I really, really like this. So I just kept at it, and I'm actually the only really like big agriculture kid in my family. And then 1 year I was like, Mom, if I get a title this year, I'm showing pigs. And here we are. And I love showing pigs, and I love being a rodeo queen and impacting the agriculture community because it's so big in Osceola County, and I just want to keep that tradition alive.
Oh my gosh, yes. What a legacy to leave for your family too. Like you're you said you've got a title, you got several titles, you've won several awards. You showed them to me earlier, and that is so cool. Like tell us what's happening in this specific photo.
In this photo, it was after grand entry, and I was on my way back into the alleyway. Being able to carry the American flag is just an experience of a lifetime because we are in the greatest nation alive, and to be able to have that honor I was truly blessed to be able to do this and do this at each Perfect Row Rodeo. And this is my first like huge title. Like I'm the head or like the big figure of Silver Spurs along with all my amazing courts. And just to have this experience is truly once in a lifetime. And I'm so grateful that I'm able to do this.
That is so fun. Okay, so what does it mean to be on the court? Tell me more about that.
So being on the court, it's not just about winning, it's about your life after the crown because this title impacts you so much. You get to meet so many new people, you get to have so many opportunities, volunteer in the community, spread your love for agriculture, and most of all, we all are best friends now. We don't know what we would do without each other, and I love all of these girls more than life itself. They're my best friends, without a doubt.
So you know every single one of these women.
Yes, ma'am.
That's so neat. And so you spend time together and you get to know each other and it becomes like a little family, doesn't it?
Yes, ma'am. And also leading up to the pageant, we do like pre-pageant like week practices, and we all get to become best friends there too. That's where our friendship really starts because we meet each other at the beginning of the week, and by the end of the week, we know everything about them, and I mean everything. We get to have a whole year of going to events and doing things with each other, and I enjoy it so much. That's probably my favorite part of being a queen is having these best friends that I'll have for a lifetime.
Oh, for sure. And you're building your own like little support community. You already have one with your family and your friends, but then creating one in the same genre of what you're doing. That's wonderful. And you're impacting lives, and that's so cool. So I love that. That's so cool. Congratulations on being Miss Silver Spurs for 2021. How has it been wearing that crown?
Like I said with Keith last week, it's truly an experience, and like I said before, it's truly an experience of a lifetime. Like, you don't live life until you've been a rodeo queen because you get so many opportunities, you get so many new people speaking skills, sorry, and then going to events and being able to, like, for example, the rodeos, being able to see those little kids' faces when you hand them an autograph, it's like you made their world, and it truly just melts your heart, and that's probably another one of my favorite parts of being a rodeo queen.
I love that. You're just changing lives. So cool. And like they see you as, similar to Elsa and Anna, right? Like a
Yes, like, oh my gosh, look at the rodeo queen. I want a picture. I want a picture. And pictures are also some of my favorites too. You always have to put a smile on. And no matter what kind of day you're having, as soon as I put this crown on, it really just changes the whole trajectory of my day. It makes my day. It really does.
That's really nice. That's really beautiful. And I'm sure it's almost like a persona too, right? Like you put on your crown and you're like, I'm in it. Well, that's cool. Okay, so please tell us about the upcoming Monster Bowls, the Silver Spurs Rodeo, and the special rodeo that takes place on that morning. I'm sorry, yeah, on the final day of the rodeo. Tell us about that.
Yes, ma'am. So February is a very busy month, as you can tell. The fair opens, it is from February 11th to February 20th. And on February 12th, there is the annual Monster Bowls, and that starts at 7:30. And then the following weekend, we have Queen Week that whole week. So there will be state queens from all over the country in the state of Florida going to schools and doing school visits and doing other activities. And then the February rodeo is from the 18th through the 20th. And there's also called a special rodeo on the 20th, the morning of. And it's where kids with exceptions are allowed to come to the rodeo and they get to experience like their own rodeo. And all the state queens will like take them around to all the different events and they get to have practice and do them. And they love it. They enjoy it so much. And we enjoy it as well. We love seeing their faces. But it's going to be a really fun experience. So I encourage everyone to come out because it is once in a lifetime. You're going to have so much fun, the family, the friends, the food, and everything in between. To find more information about any of these events, you can visit the Osceola County Fair website or silverspursrodeo.com.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, thank you for sharing all the information. That's really helpful. What would you say is your favorite rodeo event?
Ooh, I haven't gone asked that in a while. That's a hard one. Without a doubt, I would probably say tie-down roping because it represents cowboys working on the ranch, like taking care of their cattle and doctoring them. So that would probably be my favorite rodeo event. And I really like the horses that are involved too.
Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, and you have a beautiful mare too, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
That's so cool. So what have you learned as Miss Silver Spurs, and tell us how rewarding that journey has been.
The main thing I've learned as Miss Silver Spurs is always believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to get anywhere in life, and you have to have confidence and you have to be that person. In order to be, someone once told me that in order to be successful, you must be humble at the same time. And I think that is very rewarding with this title because you get to help so many people and you get to encourage so many people. And like some of my courts, they'll come and run again, and just to see their growth in their running is amazing because I'm like, I'm so proud of you. Look at you. You've grown so much. And just be able to see like the same girls coming back to the pageant or the same people coming back to the rodeo. Like there's some kids who are in the special rodeo and I've had them since I was Little Miss First Runner Up. And that was a long time ago.
Wow.
So just to see like the same people coming back and them bringing like their friends and their family, it really just has an impact on your life because you're like, wow, like look at our community coming together for agriculture and rodeo. And those are some of my favorite things. So I'm so thankful for this experience and this opportunity. And like I said before, it is truly once in a lifetime. And it is so rewarding. With each event I go to, I always learn something new, whether it's about a person, about an event, or just anything. I always will learn something with this crown. And it's not like, you don't have to think like, oh, I'm not from a country background, so I can't do it. Take it from me, I'm not technically from a country background, but here I am, and now I consider myself like one of those people because I've worked hard, and if you're determined, you can really accomplish anything, and all your dreams will come true. You just have to stick with it and be determined, and you have to be driven, but you'll get there. It may take time, but whatever you put your mind to, I believe that you can do it.
That is so true. You gave me goosebumps. Listen to this 17-year-old, like inspiring people on the daily. Jeez, that's wonderful. Okay, so after the rodeo, you'll be helping with the upcoming Miss Silver Spurs pageant. And believe it or not, your reign is going to come to an end. So tell us about the pageant and how young ladies can get involved.
So we actually have a pre-pageant clinic as of right now on Sunday at 11 a.m. at Cobblestone Courtyard in St. Cloud, and that'll just give you like a little bit of insight to what to expect from the pageant and what to do. Always, if you ever have any questions about the pageant, please text me on the Miss Silver Spurs Facebook page or text one of our chair members or a committee member, or the silverspursrodeo.com has its own like little tab for Miss Silver Spurs. You can find all your information you need to know. Leading up to the pageant, please don't be scared. We love having you. We would love to help you, and we'd love to teach you everything you need to know. There's a couple orientation meetings before that just go over the whole pageant and what it entails. And then the week before the pageant, please don't worry that you're not prepared enough. We will make sure that you are prepared enough for everything you need for this pageant, because the week before we do practices all week long with the dance, modeling, speeches, interview practice, everything. And I mean everything. Horsemanship practices for Miss and Junior. We will help you, and we are always willing to help, and we are all very nice people. And if you have a question, we will answer it. And there is no dumb question when it comes to being a rodeo queen or a rodeo person, in that fact, because you learn something new every day. So I really encourage everyone to run, because it truly, you make so many new friends and memories, and you get to impact the community in so many ways. So if that's something you're interested in, I really encourage you to run, because like I said, me and my courts, I know I literally do not know what I would do without them. They're my best friends, and I hope everyone can be able to experience something like this if they really want to.
Oh, absolutely. And it sounds like maybe you experienced some of those nerves when you were first starting, but then they were calmed because everyone just kind of prepped you and you knew what to expect.
Yeah, like there's some girls in there and they will come in, they'll be the shyest thing ever. And then you get them out on that stage and they're like, bam. And you're like, is that the same girl that just started a week ago?
Excuse me?
Yes. And just seeing people even grow like that too is really amazing. And like with the years, if they keep doing it and stick with it, they truly become like the social little butterfly, and you're like, wow, that's not the same girl I knew like 5 years ago when she first started running. So that's another good thing about being like in one of the older categories. You get to see all these little girls grow up and be just like you. And I love being that like public figure that they look up to. It's just something that I always look forward to. The new title is just impacting all the little girls who could have once be like me one day.
Oh, stop. You're going to make me tear up. But like happy cry eyes, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You always want to be, I mean, who doesn't want to be a role model for young girls or young people in general? That's wonderful. Okay, so earlier you said that showing hogs was like your favorite thing.
Oh, yes.
Can we talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah.
And also, who's Bandit?
So Bandit is my crossbred hog, and I will be showing him during market week at the Osceola County Fair. He is my favorite little boy. He actually is being doctored up at the moment because he has a swollen hock on his back leg. But he's getting better, and he's the sweetest boy, and he's one of my 3 pigs that I have right now. I've taken him and my other 2 pigs around shows around the state of Florida this whole winter series in the Florida Junior Swine Circuit, and that is my favorite thing to do. I love showing pigs. It is my passion. It is what everything I love is showing pigs.
Really? Why do you like it so much?
I don't really have I just love animals to begin with. And going to these shows, I've also made so many new friends, and I just really like showing pigs. Like, I don't have like a solid reason, like, oh, I just like to, or like, it's not for winning. I can tell you that right now. It's for the experience. And I just love pigs for some reason. Everyone's like, why do you like pigs? They're like gross, but I love
No, they're not. They're so cute.
I love my babies. So
right. You know what you love. No, that's so cool. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing all that. I love getting to know like little bits and pieces of people who I get to chat with on Daybreak Live, their personality, their interests. So I feel like I know you a little bit better, and I'm so excited to meet you in person next month. So tell us one more time about the events, when they're going to happen, how the audience can get tickets, or how to register for the pageant.
Okay, so for registering for the pageant, you can go to the silverspursrodeo.com website and click the link Miss Silver Spurs, and the application will be down there in one of the drop-down bars. And then February 12th, there's Monster Bowls. And then February 18th through 20th is the Silver Spurs Rodeo. And for tickets for that, you can go to silverspursrodeo.com.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for all that information and for all the fun things that we shared today. I think that you are fantastic. I think you're a wonderful role model for young children. And I think you are just like the coolest 17-year-old that I know.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet you in person and take a picture and like be next to this royalty here. Okay, so everyone, for those of you that are just now hopping on, everybody, this is Ansley Bo. She's Miss Silver Spurs for 2021, and she is rocking the crown. And we are so excited to have her kind of come back and show what that means. Show her hogs, like be awesome in life. So if you're watching live, pop in the comments and just say thanks for coming on, Ansley. She's a very busy girl, so taking the time out to do this interview is awesome. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoy doing this stuff.
Yay, you're welcome. Okay, everybody, that's going to be it for today. We'll see you again on Friday for another episode of Good Morning Osceola and for another episode of Daybreak Live next week on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. And again, thank you, Ansley.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Bye.